Institute, Educational Program Director. Thank you very much for coming and joining us here today for the third and final showcase presentation of the work that we've developed in the program over the last 5 months, but also over the last 3 years of the program. First, I would like to begin with a couple of thanks to Olga and Nikolai. I'd like to begin with thanks to the New Normal program team, Olga, Nikolai, Elena, Vlad, Rajla, these are the rest of you working with over the years, and also to Varvara Malnikova. The program we put together over this last 3 years has been very much a collaboration, and so let me begin with my thanks for the opportunity to work with you and to put this together. It's been a really extraordinary opportunity. I also want to then say thank you to the researchers for this year's program who decided to take 5 months and join us here in Moscow as part of this ongoing experiment in the program. They've all put in an extraordinary amount of blood, sweat, tears, and love into the work and into the process of asking and hopefully in some ways answering some questions that we share. So we're going to look at 4 projects today. We have 3 tomorrow. I'll be giving a little bit of an introduction to each of the projects and tell you a little bit about how we see the work in the context of the bigger questions that we've been asking in the program. I'd like to, before we do so, I want to also just on a more personal note, take a moment to acknowledge that we lost someone who was part of our community, the New Normal community, Sasha Kofla, who unexpectedly passed away this past week. He was someone who I was a dear friend of mine and someone who, in having the opportunity to have conversations with him about what we were doing here, what we might do in the future, was a big part of what we ended up doing after all. And so the program that we have wouldn't have been the program we have if it wasn't for him. And so just wanted to acknowledge this. Lastly, before we begin, we've brought a group of quite extraordinary critics here to Moscow to join the conversation with us today. Some of them are part of our faculty. They're all also dear friends of mine, so I'm not going to go too deep into the depth of all of their biographies because we'll be here for quite some time. Ben Cervini, who's been part of our faculty here from the beginning, Director of Foundation of the Public Code, among 117 other important projects that many of you know. Molly Steenson, who is a professor at Carnegie Mellon and the K.L. Gates Chair in Computation and Ethics, Ethics of Computation, and 4 or 5 other August titles at CMU. Also an old dear friend, someone with whom a lot of the ideas that have gone into the formation of the program are things that we've both been thinking about together for a very long time. Daniel Lindenwinkel from Metahaven, who I met in 2010, and whom have been absolutely essential collaborators ever since in projects, but also in thinking about what really matters most in the world and how that can and cannot become design one way or another. So anyway, I thank you all very much for taking the time and joining us here today, but also for your participation in the project at large. And so, let me introduce the first project that we'll be looking at today. All of our projects that we do here at Strelka are based in Russia and also based on Russia. And usually this means more or less the same thing, but not always. Russia is, in a way, in the land or on the land of Russia, the ground, the lakes, the fields, the asphalt, but Russia is also a nation, one that has, of course, a more recent history than the ground on which it sits. So our first and last projects, the one we'll be seeing tomorrow, bookend, in a way, the dynamic between the two, the nation in the land and the land as the nation. Our first project goes all the way down in the stack to the physical substance of that part of the earth that is the physical Russia. It considers that land and what lies just beneath, in and above it, as a kind of metabolism. Energy comes forth, energy is subsumed back in, or it should be. In the 1940s, Georges Bataille, the French philosopher, developed a radical theory of economy that had considerable influence on European thought throughout the 20th century. He turned his head up to the solar orifice in the sky, from which a blinding abundance of energy pours forth, and identified the first primordial economy, the open-ended expenditure of absolute surplus of light and heat. The world itself is an economy of physical energy. So following from Max Weber's history on the origins of capitalism, Bataille contrasted this open economy with what he called a restricted economy of the modern state, for which energy is produced, but then always recaptured, restored, reinvested in a claustrophobic loop. For him, ethics meant to open that loop. However, in the early 20th century, we might see things the other way around. We extract energy from the ground and extinguish it with spastic fury. As you tap your foot at the gas pump, waiting for the tank to fill, you're moving more condensed energy in a couple minutes than your ancestors captured in a lifetime. Food, too, is energy storage. We make crops by pharmaceutical terraforming of wheat and glucose absorption. The land does not burn quite as bright as the sun, but that's not for our lack of trying. Indeed, the world itself is an economy of energy. The economy doesn't flow on top of the world, but as the world, circulating and burning itself. Physical energy is stored in matter. We find it, we explode it, and then over time, it's reabsorbed, or isn't. In essence, we've come to understand that territory is a medium of energy storage. Territory is a battery. In the flux and flows of energy that it mediates, territory is the physical site of a real economy. Territory equals battery equals economy. And yet now, this metabolism is an open loop. The land cannot reabsorb, and so we need to close the loop. But how? And at what scale? Walt.
Hi, I'm Sophia Pia Belenki. I'm from New York. I'm an architect.
Hi, my name is Alena. I'm from Russia, Kurchatov.
Hi, my name is Ksenia. I'm an architect from Moscow.
Hi, my name is Don. I'm an architect from Sweden. So, this is first and foremost a film about the landscape of Russia. As a point of entry into the discussion, we've broadened the definition of landscape to be, as Benjamin was just saying now, a territory, a boundary, and an economy. The territory is a physical construct with latent potential energies that form a new model of economy. How has this landscape been shaped historically, which has led to its expenditure? In order to understand this site, we propose a simple lens through which to see the territory. We reflect landscape as two entities. The landscape is simultaneously constructed through framing and forming. The ideology and representation of landscape reflects its use and its value. In turn, this formation reinforces and reshapes our understanding of it.
Ideologies, ideas, and the representation in the way frame the way we see and understand the landscape. And the landscape materiality is formed by the physical surface and how it manifests itself. In the real time. It is an actual real landscape. The horizontal cartography draw the borders in two dimensions, and in context and in history of Russia, we looked at the territory of abundant resources and energies, and we considered how ideology of extraction based on static understanding of the land has led to territorial landscape project of extraction. And this landscape is something that is under us and is meant to be modified, commodified, and transformed by us.
So if ideology of extraction and economic model of open loop creates the landscape that we see now, how we can change this, how we can close this open loop? Maybe by volumetric cartography.
Sorry. So what we call vault in this volumetric cartography is an enclosed volume of expanded energy, storage, harvesting, and capture that's extracted and extended from the surface of its borders down to the subterranean realm. The territory is now constituting the largest sovereign body on Earth. Here, Vault reframes the landscape and proposes an alternative Russian terraforming and terraframing ambition. It's a string of inputs ranging from hyperspectral imagery, LiDAR, real-time soil, air, and water monitoring. The vault is revealed and rendered operational. The project speculates on this composition of a new landscape and how to close this open loop of energy extraction and expenditure. Thank you.
Ландшафт – это хранилище энергии.
Это аккумулятор, гигантская батарейка. Тераджоули, калории, киловатт-часы извлечены из недр. Эта экономика основана на непрерывной добыче и расходовании энергии. Система постоянных потоков провоцирует постоянный рост. Красные реки. Красная земля. Добычу энергии не остановить. Каждый преследует свои собственные интересы. Горы превращаются в карьеры, поля превращаются в пастбища. Минералы плавятся, превращаются в металл. Металл срезает пшеницу. Пшеница берет углеводы из почвы. Углеводы превращаются в жировые клетки, универсальную биологическую батарейку. Культура превращает природу в ресурс, потребляя кусок за куском. Хлеб поднимается. Плоская картография определяет мышление и модель управления. Земля измерена плугом, расстояние определено энергией. Почва вспахана. Реки повернуты вспять. Там, где была вода, теперь пустыня. Там, где были горы, теперь равнина. Рельеф изменен трудом человека. Циклы потребления формируют пейзаж. Почва истощена. Плодородность определяет стоимость. Минералы дают название городам. Такая экономика недолгосрочна. Такой ландшафт конечен. Четыре климатических пояса, 64 тысячи километров границ, 11 часовых поясов. Леса, горы, реки, нефть, углекислый газ. Энергия высвобождается. Границы уходят вглубь земли. Территория приобретает новый объем. Города, леса, тундра, почва, ископаемые, нижняя кора, мантия, ядро. Это не часть экономики. Это новая форма экономики. Энергия выходит на поверхность, определяя новую модель экономики, новый ландшафт. Круговорот метаболизма запускается. Все, что было получено из ландшафта, возвращается обратно. Плоть возвращается в землю. Почва рождает новую жизнь. Минералы, пища, вода, углерод – все возвращается в землю. Экономика возобновляет ландшафт. Батарея перезаряжается. Технологии меняют значение территории. Раньше вода утоляла жажду, теперь она производит энергию. Новый ландшафт – это синтез природы и технологии. Масштаб территории позволяет увидеть несовершенство существующей системы. Ландшафт миллиардов деревьев. Планктон создает новую атмосферу под водой. Топливо теперь над землей, а не под ней. Силикатные породы удерживают частицы воздуха. Почва снова плодородна. Новые черные углеродные горы. Земля делает вдох. Новое понимание территории формирует новый ландшафт.